When I'm starting a new day, with my worries far away, I like blue skies and new sights, so many words to say. It's the right time, it's the right time. Deep stops and lines, I feel just fine. Let's write the time away. It's the right time.
Hi, I'm Zaner-Bloser, and I teach boys and girls just like you. Today, we're going to begin an exciting new adventure. We're going to learn cursive writing, and I'm here to help you. You're going to find that some cursive letters are very similar to manuscript, while others are very different. Okay, are you ready? Let's get started.
Miss Bloser, can I help? Can I help?
Absolutely. This is Bob.
Hi, everybody. Watch what I can do. I can write undercurve, slants, dots, checks, strokes, uppercase, lowercase, loops.
Okay, I think they get the idea. Let's just say that Bob is going to help us learn cursive writing.
That is correct.
Let's see, I introduced myself and Bob to you, and I also mentioned we're going to go from manuscript into cursive writing. But I think I'm forgetting something.
Psst, 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 psst. Over here.
Of course, it's the Right Time folder. You may have a folder similar to this one with sleeves inside to hold your papers. But whatever you use, it would be nice if you kept all of your cursive writing together. That way, you'll always know where to find your work, and you'll be able to keep track of your progress. I'm sure your teacher can help you find your folder. Now take a look at my desk. What do you see? All you see are the things that I need to write with, and that's paper, and in your case, a sharpened pencil. I'm going to use this marker so you can see more clearly what I write. When you're writing, please only use a pencil and not a marker. Now, I'd like for you to be sitting up nice and straight in your chair with both feet flat on the floor. While you do that, Bob has a message for you.
Hi, boys and girls. It's time to write in cursive.
Here's the same message written in manuscript. Let's read it together. Hi, boys and girls. It's time to write in cursive. As you can see, some of the cursive letters look the same as the manuscript, and some don't. Let's match up some manuscript letters with cursive letters. Bob, let's get started.
Okay, follow along with me and match up the manuscript letters to the cursive letters. The first letter is the letter I, as in ice. Match up the manuscript letter I. They look pretty similar, don't they? Now let's move on to our next letter. I know you recognize the manuscript letter Z. It's Z as in zebra. Now find the letter Z in cursive. Here's a good example of a cursive letter that looks nothing like the letter in manuscript. Did you find the correct cursive letter? Oh, I bet you did. Let's move down to the next manuscript letter G, as in goat. Now let's match it up with the cursive G. The G's look pretty similar. Can you find the next cursive letter? It's the letter J, as in jester. Let's draw a line over to the cursive J, and we find that the cursive and the manuscript J both have dots on top. Now let's match up the last cursive letter. It's Y, as in yellow. Match up the two Y's.
As you continue to write in cursive, you'll find more similarities and differences between manuscript and cursive letters. Teachers, keep practicing the recognition of cursive letters by putting together matching manuscript and cursive letters of your own. Now, I'm going to read a sentence that I want you to try to read along with me. I don't want you to write this sentence yet, so keep your pencils down. Bob, I need your assistance here. Read this sentence along with me if you can. The crazy brown fox jumped over the grassy hill quickly. I know this sentence sounds like a silly thing to say, but if you look closely, this sentence has every letter in the alphabet. Teachers, write this sentence up on the board so they'll have plenty of time to copy it. Later on, I want you to try and write this sentence even though you haven't written in cursive yet. Be sure to write your name and put today's date on the paper when you're finished. Then, place your work inside your folder so you'll always know where it is. I know this may be very difficult for you, but that's okay because we're just starting. As we progress in cursive writing, you'll be able to see your improvement. This is your first try, and I want you to save it. We'll compare it to your cursive writing when we finish learning the cursive alphabet.
I want to write some more in cursive.
Okay, write for me just 3 words in manuscript and then in cursive. The words are I see it.
That's all?
That's all.
Okay, here we go.
I see it. What are the 2 main differences you see from manuscript writing to cursive writing? First, in cursive writing, all the letters are joined together. As you can see in manuscript, the letters are separated. Now, what's the other difference between the 2? In cursive writing, the letters are slanted forward to the right, whereas in manuscript, the letters are vertical or straight up and down. Before you can start with cursive writing, you need to have the correct paper position. Take your writing paper and place it in front of you on your desk. Position the paper straight up and down like this. If you're right-handed, you want to line up this bottom left side corner so it points to your tummy by turning your paper to the left like this. Your other hand, in this case your left hand, will hold your paper down like this and you'll write like this. Now, for those of you who write with your left hand, turn your paper back to the center like this, and now line up the paper so that your bottom right corner is pointing to your tummy by turning your paper to the right like this. Now, hold the paper down with your right hand. This is the position for left-handed writing. So, whether you're left-handed or you're right-handed, this is the paper position for cursive writing. Before we begin writing our basic cursive strokes, let's get familiar with the lines on your writing paper. Bob?
The bottom line is called the baseline. The middle line is called the midline. And the top is called, the top line.
Bob is now going to show you the basic strokes along with examples of cursive letters that have these strokes in them. Don't try to write the letters, just pay close attention to the basic strokes. Okay, Bob, let's write. The first cursive stroke we'll practice is called the undercurve stroke. You're on, Bob.
The undercurve starts at the baseline and curves up to the midline. Like in the letters W and I. How's that, Miss Losi?
Perfect. I want you to watch me make an undercurve stroke first, and then we'll do it together. Since I'm right-handed, I position the paper this way, to my left, and hold down the paper with my left hand. If you're left-handed, you position the paper this way and hold it down with your right hand. I start from the baseline and stop at the midline. The undercurve stroke is the beginning stroke for the undercurve letters. Now pick up your pencil and write with me. Start from the baseline and finish at the midline. How did you do? Let's make another nice undercurve stroke and undercurve. Again, start from the baseline and undercurve. Teachers, you may want to check the position of the students' papers, especially for the left-handed students. Watch to see that they're not developing a hook like this. Bob, let's continue with another basic stroke.
This is the slant stroke. The slant stroke starts at the midline, then comes down to the baseline. Like in the letters U and N.
Watch me first as I make the slant stroke. Start at the midline and then come down to the baseline. Now I'm right-handed, so when I write a slant stroke, I pull down toward my tummy like this. Now pick up your pencil and let's make the slant stroke together. Remember the direction you're pulling. Let's write a few more. Pull down the slant stroke from the midline to the baseline. Again, and pull. One more slant and pull. So here we have the undercurve stroke and the slant stroke. Let's move on to another basic stroke. It's called the downcurve stroke. Bob?
Cursive letters using the down curve start at the midline and curve down to the baseline, like in the letters A and C.
Let's practice making just the down curves. If you need to move your paper up to start with a new writing space, go ahead. My paper is ready to write. Okay, pick up your pencil and write with me. Start at the midline and curve down to the baseline. Good. Let's write another. And give yourself some space between each down curve. From the midline and down curve to the baseline. Again, start at the midline, down curve to the baseline. Nice job. There's one more basic stroke. It's called the overcurve stroke. Put your pencil down for now and watch Bob. Don't try to write the letters, just the overcurve stroke.
This time, the overcurve stroke starts at the baseline, then curves up to the midline, like in the letters M and V.
That's great, Bob. Let's write the overcurve stroke together. Now let's take a look. We start at the baseline and curve up to the midline. Let's write it again. Baseline and curve up. And write it one more time, baseline and curve up. Now, take a look at the down curve and the overcurve stroke. The curve looks the same, doesn't it? But the down curve starts at the midline and curves down, while the overcurve starts at the baseline and curves up. Now, shift your paper if you have to and write two more overcurve strokes with me. Ready? Baseline and up. One more, baseline and up. Very good. Okay, put your pencil down. Let's review what we've done. There are 4 basic strokes to cursive writing: the undercurve, the slant, the down curve, and the overcurve. Practice these basic strokes so you'll be ready to start writing letters. Bob, do you know what we'll be doing in our next program?
If I guess right, can I go on a cruise?
No, you're staying right here with me. In our next program, we will use the 4 basic strokes to write cursive letters. Teachers, remember to have the boys and girls sign and date their work before putting it in their folder. Well, I think it's time to say goodbye, Bob.
Goodbye.
See you next time. Bye-bye.
It's the right time. Loops, dots, and lines, I feel just fine. Let's write the time away. It's the right time.